Hello again, RoyZesch.REALTOR here with Coldwell Banker Legacy in San Angelo. Today I want to continue the series on healthy living. I want to talk to you about sensible sun exposure. So, today's world, we have this mindset that the sun is this horrible, evil thing, and you're supposed to not let it ever touch your body. So we put on sunscreens when we're out in the sun and these kind of things. And it's one of those things, again, you got to try to figure out the balance in it. The truth is that severe sunburns are horribly damaging to your skin and are a trigger for skin cancer. But just because severe sunburns are that does not mean that you should avoid sun exposure. So the idea is, how do you figure out how to balance this all out in a way to get the amount you need that's good for you and not get big chunks of overdoses that cause skin cancer and issues. Now, first thing to realize when you're putting on sunscreens is there's two different basic types of UV rays, UVA and UVB, that are in sunlight. The UVA is and it's even throughout the day, from the beginning of the day till the end of the day. As soon as the sun comes up, you're getting a full dose of UVA. It's consistent. UVB is screened out a little bit by clouds, and UVB is what causes your skin to tan and respond positively to the sun. But UVB is what's screened out by sunscreens, but not UVA. And UVA penetrates deeper into your skin and can cause some more serious problems, including being one of the contributing factors of skin cancer. So when you put on sunscreen, it's not effective. It's not doing totally what you want to. It may keep you from burning, which is part of the goal, but the UVA rays are still penetrating deep into your skin and can do some damage at that level. So you've not really accomplished what you want to do. The other thing to realize is, before you go put sunscreen on, read the ingredients on it. Realizing that the skin is a very absorbent, probably the most absorbent organ in your body, and those things are being put into your skin. And if you read the label on most sunscreens, you can't pronounce most of them. I mean, there's serious chemicals and petroleum extracts, derivatives, different things like that are not good for your body. So be very cautious with sunscreens. There's some things you can do to help to find ones that are better than others or not as bad. But as a general rule, it's just not something you need to do. Now, so here we got a deal. We don't want to get a sunburn, but we want to get a proper amount of sun, and we don't want to use sunscreens. How do we do that? Well, first off, coming from a redheaded white boy, I can tell you what a sunburn feels like, and I can tell you how to avoid it. It's really pretty simple. The key is to get the proper dosage and then cover up, and clothes are just the most natural and simple way to do this. Depending on your skin tone, how much sun you can stand, it's going to determine how long you need to go before you do it. Our bodies were made to be out in the sun all regularly, and that's still the best choice. The sun, not only the effect it has on our skin, it produces a vitamin D in our bodies that supplements just don't do near as well as the natural sun does. But it reconnects your eye, or synchronizes your eyes, lines them up, it tells them what time of day it is. There's different colors of rays in the sun from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. So you need amounts of sun exposure for your eyes and for your skin. So morning time exposure, middle of the day exposure, evening exposure, all those things are good, and they'll kind of reset, recalibrate your eyes and help you sleep better and do some things like that. And again, it's good for your skin. So the key is you want to limit it to where you get up to a very light pinking of your skin. And again, depending on your skin tone, I'm on the lighter end of the scale, so it takes a lot less for me. But you need to manage it in such a way as you do that. And once you reach that point, then you need to have a lot more protection. And again, clothes are the simplest way to do it. Find comfortable, loose clothes that the sun doesn't come through, and wear them when you need to. Limit your, if you're out on the boat or something, sure, take your shirt off for a while, let the sun hit you, and then after a period of time, put it on and protect yourself. So it can be done. Trust me, it's probably been, 25 or 30 years since I've had a serious sunburn. But yet I get out in the sun, I play, I do things, I go on the lake or on the boat, doing different things, and do it all the time. So it can be done. Just takes some forethought and realization. And there's things you can do dietarily, some of which we've talked about, not necessarily directly related to that in the past videos, ways you can do your diet that help your body naturally be more resistant to a sunburn. So a good healthy diet can be a big part of that. But the key is with the sun, you don't want to go all week long and not get any sun and then go out on Saturday and get 8 hours of sun on your body. Unless you're really dark complected naturally, that's going to cause some serious problems. So when you get the chance, like I say, if you can get 10 minutes in the sun in the morning, 10 minutes in the middle of the day, when you take a work break, walk around outside in the sun for 5 minutes or something like that. Even when it's hot, that that amount of time, you're not going to get terribly hot. And you get that your eyes are receiving those sun rays, and it's telling you, hey, your body, it's the middle of the day, get up, get going, it energizes you. So it's a good thing in multiple factors, not just your skin. So, and then do that in the evening if you can, as the lights are going down. And then we talked about with sleep, the blue light in particular that we tend to get from LED screens and stuff. You want to try to avoid that as much as you can late in the evening, because again, that's your eyes are designed to receive that signal from the sun, because there's a lot of blue light at noon, and that it's noontime. You're supposed to be up and going, and you don't want that when you're trying to relax and get ready for bed. So balancing all this out, getting small doses of the sun on a regular basis is a good thing, and without sunscreen if at all possible. And sometimes there's times that whatever, it's just you need to do the sunscreen, and that's okay. You don't want to. It's probably better to protect your skin from a sunburn than get the sunburn. The sunscreen is probably less damaging than a severe sunburn. But if you can do it with other methods, clothing, whatever, cover yourself up, then that will help. And remember too, when you're considering sun exposure, that your face, your ears, all that is a lot thinner skin, it's a lot more sensitive to it. So that's the things you want to cover up first. And then you can balance, through the rest of your body and kind of get that sensible amount of sun exposure. It's incredibly healthy for you, help with all parts of your life, but you want to limit it to balance it and not get the severe burns that do cause skin cancers and stuff. But there's a lot of just overblown fear of that just a little bit of sun, gosh, if I'm out in the sun 30 minutes, that it will cause me to get skin cancer, and that's simply not true. Cracks me up. Recently we were at kids camp with a bunch of 6 to 11 or 12-year-old boys, and how many of the boys, as we're getting ready to go to the pool, they all had to put their sunscreen on, and I'm like, never occurred to me as a 6 to 11-year-old boy, it never would have crossed my mind to put sunscreen on. And so how ingrained that was in their thinking, that they've been taught that they need to put sunscreen on if they're going to be out in the sun. So again, the balance. You don't want the sunburn. You want to avoid the sunscreen if you can, but you want to get the sun on your body and on your eyes throughout the day, different parts of the day. It's all very good for you. So it's more naturally the way it would have happened naturally to people 100 years ago or something like that. So it's the best way to think about it. So any questions, give me a call, RoyZesch.REALTOR, 325-268-0775. Thank you.